Well, it's been almost 3 years since Mr. Hopp's Playhouse 2 was released in 2021. I decided to do a little challenge for myself. Well, this challenge proved itself to be one hell of a torture, anxiety-inducing. Okay, maybe not anxiety-inducing, but it's still one hell of an experience. And here is the challenge that I brought to myself, and I have dearly regretted even thinking of it. And the challenge is, can you beat Mr. Hopp's Playhouse 2 without dying once? Now before I show this entire montage of me dying all over again, I want to say out the rules here. And the rules are extremely simple, even a toddler can even remember it. Well, the only rule is, if I die, I have to restart from the very beginning of the game. Now some of you may think, oh, this might be an easy challenge. Well, this video is an evidence of that, as this is one hell of a challenge. I know I've already said that before, but I wanted to bring that again because it is true. This challenge has put me through hell and back. I may have shown it physically in the live stream, but it is there. I just didn't show it because I don't want to. And without any more distractions, let's start ahead and go with this montage of perpetual death. Now starting things off is the first chapter of the game. Now you would see this chapter all over again with the amount of times I've restarted this. It's not been funny. The amount of times I've restarted this is the amount of times I've lost brain cells dying. I tell you, it's not a good experience. Now this challenge would be bearable if it wasn't for the unskippable dialogues and cutscenes that's put through every bit of corner in this game. Now this run will ultimately be a fail for me because of me being uncareful.
Oh, that's a diff for me. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, if that clip doesn't convince you that this challenge is the ultimate hell for me, then I don't know what will. And for this second attempt, I was a bit more careful now with what I'm doing, and I know what I did wrong now, so I will try to avoid it as much as I can. And with that, I managed to beat this chapter and move on to the next one, the 6th. And you know, by this chapter, this one is absolutely hell. Not because there's only spikes and a lot of traps here. You also would have to worry about a certain bunny creature that's walking around the shadows. And with that in mind, I would fail this one as well.
No! God. No! Oh my god!
I go through another attempt, and this time I managed to get even further than I did before. And we're now on the 4th chapter, Molly. This chapter wouldn't be bad if it wasn't for the matron that has stupid AI been the most stupidest thing ever in the game. I can safely tell you that I died to this chapter more than the final battle with the entity. And the reason for that failure is because this matron has superpowers and it can see me through walls.
That's a bit bugged.
And here I go dying to chapter 3 again.
Oh my god, exactly the wall that I was gonna go to. God damn you, Mr. Hopp. Oh my.
Apparently, I didn't learn my lesson last time and I died here in early games again. And again. I managed to get past that, but only to die to a matron. I was losing hope that I would beat this challenge, as this is the first livestream that I had. And I had 3 other live streams of this challenge. So I don't know what to expect. I would get past the horrible chapter 4 matron part and give the ball back to Billy. And with that in mind, I would set myself up for the worst chapter in the entire game. Not only was this chapter very time consuming, it is also very annoying to go back to every time I had to restart. Because this chapter has you going to get these vases and put them on these pillars to unlock the door. But in typical Lucari fashion, I ended up screwing myself. This part had me mentally breaking down behind the camera, as is the worst chapter in the game. This defeat made me rage so bad that I had to quit the game and call it quits. Now this is the second live stream of the challenge, as I had to take a few weeks off from this mentally ill challenge. Only this time, the first death I had is to the spikes, with me not being careful.
Good thing.
Second attempt had Mr. Hop killing me from behind the wall, which is completely utter bullshit. Third attempt had me doing something stupid and didn't realize my head was poking out like a sore thumb. Next attempt had me go into the worst chapter in the game. Only this time I managed to get through this horrible level and make it to the end of the door. And with a bunch of horrible loops that would never end, I managed to make it through this entire level and reach chapter 6. This chapter has you trying to break up Molly and Isaac from the locked room by going to Miss Beverly's room, while matrons are patrolling the entire area. But lucky for me, I made it through without a problem. A chase scene with Mr. Hop happens, and I survived luckily, but only to fail with 2 matrons cornering me. I go do the same procedure again, but to only die again. I go have another rage moment and hit restart again. One final attempt was made and it only failed with me dying to a matron patrolling the area because there was a brat that couldn't sleep. This had me raging and calling quits again. Now for the last live stream that I had done. I was feeling confident this day as I was mentally prepared to do this challenge one more time. I managed to make it to the 5th chapter, which is also the worst. Speed ran through this chapter like it was nothing and make it to the end. I make my way to chapter 6, rescue Isaac and Molly, while also making this attempt the farthest I have ever gotten through this entire challenge. And with that, I managed to get to the 7th chapter of the game. And with all that confidence I had, I was sure I was going to beat this challenge once and for all. And that is until... And that, my friends, is the most painful thing that could have ever happened in this live stream. Nothing more could have ever been more painful than dying to a mistimed jump. And with that failure, I had to call it a day. Because the pain was too much for me and I couldn't be more, well, disappointed in myself. I couldn't have been more disappointed in ever. And of course, I have yet to complete this challenge, but that's going to wait until the next time I'm mentally prepared myself. So the answer to the question, can you beat Mr. Hopp's Playhouse 2 without dying once? Possible? Well, as of right now, the answer is no. Because not even the king of Mr. Hopp's Playhouse 2, which is me, couldn't have beat this challenge. Also, yes, I call myself king of Mr. Hopp's Playhouse because that is basically what I am now. Okay, that may have been a stretch, but can you guys at least agree with me on this one? So anyways, that's it for all this video. The challenge is no, it's not possible yet. But I have yet to do it and prove it that it is possible, but maybe not today. So thank you guys so much for watching and see you all in the next live stream. Peace